It's that time again. And as you can see by the title, today we're not reacting to anything. Today we're going to be talking about something very interesting and possibly controversial depending on how you see it. Now, I'm pretty sure you already read the title and seen the thumbnail, so I'm not going to drag on this intro longer than it needs to be. Today we're going to be talking about who's the worst teacher in anime. While me asking this question, you may have a bunch of different people that pop up in your mind, but the one that always came back to me and always seemed to make sense why he's the worst teacher in all of anime is Kakashi. And the reason being is literally because he doesn't teach anything, and while you may be scraping at your head thinking and screaming at the screen, no, he isn't because he done so many things. What has Kakashi done as a teacher that makes him a great teacher? I'm not talking about character, because he is a good character. He's a great character, in fact. We're talking about his teaching. See, now that I got you thinking about it, it's kind of hard to pinpoint times where he was a good teacher, because they're very few and far between. So now let me get back to saying what I was before on why he was a bad teacher. So one, we're going to talk about the most pivotal thing in the story that happened because Kakashi really didn't do anything about it. And that was Sasuke leaving. In part 1 of Naruto, Kakashi seen Sasuke with the curse mark on his neck and already attributed that to Orochimaru. And to have that confirmed even more, Orochimaru pulled up on Kakashi and basically was able to piece together that Orochimaru wants Sasuke for some reason. And what did Kakashi do to really stop that? Nothing. Well, no, he did, because he was ready to fight Orochimaru. Yeah, he was ready to fight then and there, but other times it seems like he wasn't really even there for Sasuke. So even after learning that Orochimaru has this grip on him and he knows that Sasuke wants this power that Orochimaru has and is going to probably go to him eventually, what does he do to stop it? He teaches them Chidori and then gives him a little pep talk, and that's it. And then he doesn't do anything else. So yes, teach my student a dangerous jutsu for a month, then give him one little talk when he misbehaves one time, and that's it. He could at least spend some time with his student that he understands. Like, you understand this person damn near 100% because y'all like the same. Kakashi, you are the one that could have stopped Sasuke from leaving if you would have just spent some time with the boy. He was already alone because all of his clan was murdered. His friends have their own friend groups and own different teams that they're on, especially Naruto's away most of the time doing other things with Jiraiya. And Sasuke thinks Sakura's annoying anyway, so he has no one that he can rely on but Kakashi, and yet Kakashi understandably has a bunch of different missions and responsibilities he has to carry out as a ninja. But he should have made some time, like Iruka does the way with Naruto, with Sasuke, and said, hey, let me take him out, maybe boom, do this, eat ramen, hey, let me go hang out, maybe do some more training, because you spent a month with the guy. You spent a month with Sasuke for one time just to train him for the tuning exams. Why couldn't you have spent maybe a day, had a good conversation about something, especially when he misbehaves? You could take him to the side, hang out with him for the day, if you can, or a day down the line, and say, hey, this is what life is about. Hey, you should not do this, you should not do that. This is why you want to do it this way, this is why you want to do that way. Maybe talked about your past too, so that way he can understand that you understand, because the whole time Sasuke really doesn't understand where you come from because you haven't told him anything. And that probably would have changed Sasuke's mind about a whole bunch of other things too as well. Because before he was sunken in complete darkness, you could have told him and he probably would have understood at that point. After he evolves his curse mark, he is not understanding shit you're saying, but it's already over. It's already over. He made up his fucking mind at that point. It's over. It was a bunch of times for Kakashi to have maybe a better conversation with Sasuke about a lot of things. Maybe even better disciplining Sasuke than just talking to him. You could have did something more than just talk to him. Like, give him a punishment. Hey, run around this motherfucker a million times. Like, on some my god shit. You could have did something like that. Could have made him get some type of activity to do, because letting Sasuke, this nigga who just lost their whole family not too long ago, sit around and do nothing to think about what they should do with their lives is not a good thing, especially when you're in a world where powerful jutsus exist and there's forbidden ones and all this other extra stuff. You could have avoided a lot of things that happened if you would have just did different things to discipline Sasuke. Come on this point we can agree that Kakashi definitely fucked up because he didn't take it as serious as he should have. Come on now, we can agree on that, right? Moving on to my next point, what does Team 7 actually learn? And I'm gonna go ahead and tell you really nothing. Maybe one thing, don't turn your back on your friends, which happens damn near immediately after he gives you that talk. Damn near immediately, okay? So that lesson really meant nothing. The only person it mattered to the most was Naruto, because I don't think anyone else thought about it that crazy and hard. Realistically, if Sakura didn't have a crush on Sasuke, if he would have left the village, nigga, she wouldn't gave a fuck. She would have just continued on with her life and said, fuck it, that nigga's rogue now. He's a bitch. We gotta go hunt him down one day and get him, kill him, maybe. I don't know. So 1 out of 3 is not a good score for, you know, anything. Other than that, he pretty much taught just the basics to them. Nothing really important or very that crazy than any other teacher would probably teach you in the series. And Kakashi is supposed to be this well-regarded person, you know what I'm saying? Especially when they were hyping up to be like this great teacher because he never really takes any students or never passes anybody. Just for have him, when he finally decides, hey, this is the team that passes, not really teach them much but the basics. I mean, which he was supposed to because it was the beginning of the series, obviously, yes. But everything past that, they kind of learn through someone else or on their own. But what does that say about you that I have to go somewhere else to learn something maybe a little bit better than what you're going to teach me? That doesn't mean you're a great teacher, to be fair. It really doesn't. I really want you to think about what Kakashi's teachings were that were different from everyone else that made him special as a teacher. I can't think of anything about that one line Obito told him. I'm pretty sure that's pretty much common damn knowledge at this point with the new Konoha 12, my brother. Because Ina Shigecho, they weren't abandoning each other. They were sticking together like hot fucking glue. So I'm pretty sure that Kakashi's team wasn't the only one that got told this. Of course, in a different way, obviously. They didn't, you know, grow up like that with Obito and wasn't on his team to hear that speech. But they all learned the same lesson at the end of the day. On top of not teaching them anything and not even paying attention to them, on top of those two things right there, another thing he does, which we all know very well, is he's always late. No matter what it is, he's always late. And of course we know why. Like, we know why at this point. Yes, we know. But at the same time, that doesn't mean you're a great teacher for doing that. Because what that does is you're setting a bad example for your newly upcoming ninjas, bro. As a ninja, if you're going on missions, if your squad leader tells you, hey, be up and be here at this certain time, this is when we're heading out, and you end up late, you're probably gonna miss them leaving, causing yourself to get into trouble along the way. Like, you could be meeting up with them because you ran late and then someone spots you and murders you. Anything can happen to you if you're not on time. So that is a bad example to set for your newly upcoming ninjas that are gonna be in the field one day. Even if it is for a justified reason like you kind of gave in the story, it still doesn't mean that you should do it. You should do that on your own time. Go visit Obito's grave on your own time, my brother. Not right when you have to go and teach your team, my brother. Come on. Not right in the morning when you have to go teach your team. Do that at nighttime. Come back at a different time, my brother. There's all the time in the world for you to come back and do that. The only thing Kakashi should be glad about in that situation is that trait didn't really get passed on to the rest of his team members. Everything they did, they were pretty much there when they needed to be. So I think that's enough yapping about why Kakashi is a bad teacher. This may be my opinions on the situation, but tell me what you think in the comments below about Kakashi being a teacher, not a character. A teacher. Be honest with yourself when you're typing down there, because we all know this man did nothing to stop anything from happening. He did the bare minimum. Other than that, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and if you don't, I know you live that.